So I was in college in the early 2010s, and things you could start to sense were starting to shift away from rationality and understanding and moving a lot towards blaming white guys and straight white guys for everything. But it was all right. It was tolerable. If you wanted to go get your degree, it was still a all right place. You still, obviously, there was a liberal bias over the top of that, but you could pretty much navigate that if you could. And some of the bigger colleges, obviously, it was a little bit different, but now, at this point in time, even though this is right there in the belly of the beast, I cannot recommend it at all whatsoever. Go to a trade school. That's fantastic. If you're going to get a STEM degree, a science, technology, engineering, or math degree, that's fantastic stuff. But if you need to, or you see any of these, I have no idea, dust mop aficionados. Like, I've seen dreads before, and dreads are fine and appropriate, but why so gray? It's incredibly weird. And especially somebody as aggressive as this that is employed by the campus. Employed. Listen, the structure, there is definitely systemic problems. And it's on the teacher's side, because check this thing out. NYC college professor Shellyne Rodriguez, which, okay, so if you have dreads and your last name's Rodriguez, isn't that cultural appropriation? That's fine. She's tiny, and I could just fucking, just one across the nose. Cursed out anti-abortion students tabling? Anti-abortion students table at school. That's what that should be. I don't know what a tabling is. Anyways, a Manhattan College professor, flipped out on a group of students who set up an information table opposing abortion inside school building. Oh, okay, cool. If you were unsympathetic to their cause, you could just go, interesting. You could have a snide remark under your breath, and you're in New York City. You want to know who's actually the brave ones in this situation? I don't know, that Weasley looking dude. At least, he's standing up for his beliefs and not resorting to violence. But with them people, Shellyne Rodriguez, an adjunct professor, great, told the pro-life students they were triggering her students. Which ones? Exactly. Now you're triggering. They feel bad. They feel attacked by your pamphlets on a table. I don't know. By table. Maybe tabling's a word. Oh, okay. Inside Hunter College in Manhattan earlier this month. The footage was posted to Twitter by Students for Life of America. You're not educating shit. This is fucking propaganda, says the gender studies teacher. Holy fuck. The art professor told students tabling on May 2nd. What are you going to do? Like anti-trans next? Sounds like fun. Thanks. Well, we're taking suggestions. Any more gems that you'd like to drop there, stupid? Male student behind the table calmly told her, no, we're talking about abortion. This is a pro-life group, okay? You want to go talk about suicide statistics somewhere else, be my guest, but all right. And he said that he was sorry about triggering her students. Oh, what a bitch. Rodriguez claimed their demonstration was violent. How? I want to save babies' lives? Okay, interesting. And yelled at the male student behind the table. He wasn't sorry because you can't even have a fucking baby. Well, neither can you if not impregnated first, but let's be completely honest. Who's lining up for that duty? But she also probably has a punch card at Planned Parenthood, so let's keep it a buck. She then pushed the anti-abortion materials off the table towards the students while exclaiming, "Fuck this shit," and walked off. She's a teacher, by the way. She is a teacher. Hunter College, a public college that is part of the city's CUNY program, confirmed that Rodriguez works at the school and says that they're aware of the altercation. Did they place her on leave? They were investigating it, I guess. She assaulted students unprovoked. You're triggering my students, flips the table. Like, the fuck is going on? Spokesperson for the college told the outlet that Hunter College, was taking the matter very seriously. Sure they were. The provost has opened an investigation into the professor's actions, the rep said. It is unclear what preceded the interaction before the video begins. Oh, probably a lifelong history of trauma, I would imagine. The PSC Graduate Center, a labor union chapter representing CUNY professors and graduate assistants, this is going to be AIDS, said it stands by Rodriguez against right-wing anti-abortion backlash. A labor union for professors are making political statements. Interesting. Can we just go ahead and take the entire veil off of it? All right, then. And added that her actions were justified. Fucking what? The center said the pro-life students set up the table in prominent banners to propagate dangerously false propaganda. That killing babies probably isn't exactly the most ethical thing that you could be doing. Interesting. I thought a college was a place where you can go and discuss ideas. Oh well, I guess I'm sadly mistaken. Her actions to shut down the table were fully justified and are part of a long and celebrated cunning legacy. No, you mistook that. You read that Y as a T. Legacy of confronting groups such as the military recruiters who disseminate misleading information. Abortion or anti-abortion protest. Military. You're very confused, but that's all right. You're just in charge of what? Policing the teachers. Oh, all right then. Well, that's all right. It's not like she has a history of, being completely and totally unhinged. Students react after New York City college professor Shellyne Rodriguez, hey, we know her, machete threat. Sorry, what? So she was just knocking over tables, but now she's out here swinging machetes? Oh, you know it. Students at the Manhattan College, where since fired professor, oh, she actually got fired. Finally, it only took her threatening people's lives. I wonder what the statement from the union is on this one. Shellyne Rodriguez described her recent spat of attacks, including coming at a Post reporter, yes, a New York Post reporter with a machete, as insane and shocking on Wednesday. No, the union supports her. It doesn't matter what the students think about it, though. Anyways, Rodriguez, 45. I was trying to give her at least the benefit of the doubt. She's only fucking 45? Yo, man. Why your hair so gray? Wokeness ruins everything. The Unhinged art professor made headlines a day earlier with a footage of her cussing out anti-abortion students at the Manhattan campus. This month went viral. I'm concerned about the people they're hiring as educators here. What process are they going through? Are you black? You're hired. That's the process. You not understand that? That's my biggest concern right now. A 40-year-old graduating student who didn't want to be named. And that's another problem. Nobody wants to stand up for their beliefs, except for that scrawny little spindly kid, which, yeah, you know what? Shout out to him. Kind of looks like 2014 Chris Ray Gun before he lost his mind. I'm concerned about the people they're hiring, and I feel like politics is deeply involved in, I forgot merch, and the teachers are very much against critical thought here. People have become triggered by politics and professors are a bit biased. Professors here are telling us, you can't say this, you can't say that. I've experienced it firsthand. A Hunter professor, meanwhile, said he wasn't surprised by the ex-colleague's outburst, only that it had taken this long for anyone to care. Interesting. She's nutty. She's not alone. We got plenty of nuts here. Oh, great. The professor who didn't want to give his name added. Coward. But yeah, there you can see. That's what ended up happening. She's holding a machete, by the way, to the reporter's neck. He's in a public hallway. He knocked on a door to ask for an interview, and she came out in her champion joggers and had a knife pressed to his throat. That's what rational people do. And if that was a guy, he got punched in the fucking head. I'm just saying that. These bitches act completely out of fucking pocket because there is no threat of physical aggression against her. Yeah, she comes at you with a knife like that. Holy fuck, if you have nowhere else to go at that point in time, just like that, real fucking quick. But no, she gets away with it because you can't hit a woman. A man's not supposed to hit a woman, nor am I advocating for that either. I'm just saying, you got this crazy bitch coming at you with a fucking machete and you got nowhere else to go? In a reasonable amount of time, you think that she can close the distance? With a knife in her hand? Well, hey man, desperate times call for desperate measures. And because nobody's ever held her accountable. Listen, just exactly what that professor said. She's nutty. We have no idea why this went on for so long. I'm not surprised by this at all. We have plenty of nuts here. It's reinforced. Her mental outbreaks are reinforced because nobody holds her accountable. And then she just draws on herself like a fucking autistic kid. 19-year-old accounting major who gave his name as Feng. Oh no, suggested it wasn't uncommon for angry teachers to have strong opinions. Fantastic. There are many people, angry people here, who think they have the right to act anyway. If you don't do what do they think or say, or what do they think? No, not students, not teachers. Meanwhile, Steffi, a psychology major, fucking useless, said she wasn't at all shocked by Rodriguez's totally bizarre behavior. I wasn't shocked by her bizarre behavior. So it's institutionalized there. Fantastic. Hopefully she goes to one afterwards. I mean, I'm shocked about the Machete thing, but I'm not shocked that she yelled at the right to lifers, the 28-year-old said. She argued that Hunter College administrators shouldn't have allowed the pro-life students to set up a table at the campus in the first place. Fucking Christ, bro. These are the type of people that are out there. Yo, you guys shouldn't be out there because it might offend psychopaths. Fantastic. A dog walking down the street who thinks that trying to communicate with her could also offend her. So this is the way that we're setting up society. No wonder New York is in the fucking shambling state it's in. They shouldn't be allowed to do that here, and the school was wrong for letting them, as Steffi said. Yeah, and she's going to be a psychologist, huh? Interesting. Of course. Yeah, just go and get your stupid fucking counseling. Oh, those angry guys just need to get mental health evaluations from these same people who think that it's inappropriate for people to express their freedom of speech. Fucking Christ. And I don't blame her for saying, for like disagreeing with them, but she definitely went too far with the knife, but not knocking over their table. Interesting. That's not okay. She was probably scared because they came to her house by knocking at the door and going, "Hi, we're with the Post. Can we get an interview?" Yeah, it's annoying, but Rodriguez broke her silence on Wednesday. Oh, goody! Telling Art News in her statement that Hunter College had capitulated to racist, white nationalists, and misogynists by terminating her. Of course, man, just play the victimhood cards aplenty because, yeah, all of those white supremacists that turned up at your door and then held a machete to your... Oh, wait, it's the other way around. So is she self-snitching and just exposing her own beliefs? Oh, that's interesting. But with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.